Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, a chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. The Texas Longhorns offense comes on the field first today. Of course, the home of the Cotton Bowl in modern times has become AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. Kirk, this, of course, is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon to win the national championship for Urban Meyer. And this game, like you said, I think it
breaks clear, end zone ahead. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
How about that? That's the way to start a game. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards.
False start.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff to the single back. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4. They're going to run it here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They pick up the first down, tackled at the 25.
Boy, with all this build-up and hype of this playoff game, this defense has got to do a better job at the line of scrimmage. That's another first down. They had their chance there on third down, but they do not want this to become an ongoing trend against this offense. They're just too good.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
And tackled after a small pickup there.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And he'll drop back here on third down. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. And that is no good. And with that miss, the score remains the same.
Yeah, it's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. They're going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The Wolverines will send the punt team onto the field. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. He'll hand it off. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another 1st down. We reach the end of a scoreless 1st quarter. The defenses are in charge as these teams pursue a national championship. So here we go, 1st play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. They'll hand it off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
It's a run to the left. And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice solid gain.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. It's a toss play to the right. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your 1st-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Longhorns will try to keep this drive moving. A quick throw out left, complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When a quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Are coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. On 1st down, it's play action. And the sophomores got him for a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. Bringing pressure. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Defense is coming after him. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. And the Wolverines will bring their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And they've got the returner corralled. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so they'll take a timeout. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give him credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. The quarterback's got it on the option. Pitches to the back. Crosses the 30. Tackled, but not before picking up big yards and a first down. Defense couldn't stop the option that time. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Longhorns lining up here on 1st and 10. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the defense had everything covered downfield. The quarterback tries to check it down, but how about the defensive speed to be able to sniff that out?
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now on this drive. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Lucky for the junior quarterback that didn't get picked off. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Yeah, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Wolverines' offense is back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? They'll run it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. They've got him to sack for the defense. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Had to reluctantly settle for a field goal last time out. Really want to find the end zone here. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, that's just a miscommunication there. That's busted coverage by the defense. There's no way you can leave a receiver that open. The only problem for the offense is the quarterback misses the throw. That's a touchdown.
One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
Here we go.
They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead,
gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
A completion sets up a second down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Snags a quick throw. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle, picks up the first down.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice game.
Longhorns are in the red zone. Back to throw again. Dump off caught by the running back. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the first down.
Tackle at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. We'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
And I really thought on second goal you might see the offensive coordinator elect to throw the ball, but instead try to catch the defense napping by running. And man, does it backfire.
9th play of the drive coming up. It's third down and goal. Option. The back's got to run a pitch. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you what, considering they've been out there for a long time on this drive, they sure showed a lot of endurance there, coming up with a big stop. And now it's 4th and goal. And as an offensive coordinator and head coach, with this kind of drive, it just seems like you'd be missing something by not coming away with a touchdown.
So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. No problem. Knocks it right through. And they add to their lead. Longhorns will kick this away to get the second half going. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Quarterback keeps the football. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. On third down, he drops to throw. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so it's sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. The back's got it. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Not much on that play, brought down short. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. A gain sets up a third down play. We'll hand it off. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Down now. The Longhorns will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Love the aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator, willing to take a chance here. And we've seen him do it a few times. They're now 3 for 3 on these fourth down calls.
Longhorns with first and 10 here. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on first and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on first and 10.
Caught quickly. Got space looking for the end zone here. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal. Longhorns will line up now. It's first and goal. Here's a handoff on first and goal. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Second down and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. Now the offense will go for a two-point conversion. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. They go backwards on first down, so it's second and long from the 19. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And they've got him again. That ferocious pass rush, back-to-back sacks. The punter has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on third down? Quarterback drops back.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The Wolverines will line up to kick it away. And this drive moves backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the second half. Here's the toss play now, running to the right. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. Here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. Catch made across the middle by the running back. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
After second effort, he's brought down, but is past the marker.
Well, Chris, as you know, a lot of teams are willing to follow analytics and go for it and take chances on fourth down. They've been able to do that today, and it's really paid off for them. They're now 4 for 4 on these fourth down chances.
And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. We've played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Here's the handoff. Tackle made after just a short game. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Touchdown, Texas. And the beatdown continues.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Receiver makes the grab. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. And it's complete downfield. Great footwork, a big opening now. They finally bring him down, but he makes it inside the 15-yard line. First down in great scoring position. And now the handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a...
And that one's picked off. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. He's stopped, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from their 25. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The gain moves the ball to the 34. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And the gain is good enough for a first down near the 38.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
The Longhorns pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Breaking free at midfield. An explosive play moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 38.
Hey, when it's your day, it's your day. This offense, and especially this running back, enjoying a monster day, putting up huge numbers and having a nice, big, comfortable lead.
And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. False start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down after that previous play. Toss play to the outside. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
You've already converted 4 for 4 on 4th down. Why not go for it again? See if they can stay perfect. And here's the handoff. He shreds the tackle. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And they tack on the extra point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. Fires it to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Hey, that's a great gain right here for these guys. And it hasn't been a good day, let's face it. But I love the fact that they're still fighting. And
here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
Just a great job by this defense to knock that ball loose and get a critical turnover here. Late in the game, working with the lead, you get the ball back to your offense, and now a chance to secure victory.
Now they're running on the toss. The freshman is brought down after a really solid run there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Longhorns looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
On the ready. Play. Let's go.
Toss play. Back heads to his right. Touchdown, Texas. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop him. Dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Makes a quick grab. And they get him down after the completion. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And
the catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Wolverines. It was a foot race, and he won it.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset their plan to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. We're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
Return begins inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38. And the offense takes timeout to stop the clock with just 11 seconds remaining. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. Gets into space at the 50. Out of bounds after another huge chunk on the ground. What a job by this offensive line today. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. So they make the tackle, what will be the final play of the game as the clock hits 0-0. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another